NaNoWriMo day 1 is off to a great start.
The second day of NaNoWriMo. It's day 3 of NaNoWriMo. It's day 4 of NaNoWriMo. It's NaNoWriMo day 5. It is day 6 of NaNoWriMo. It is day 7 of NaNoWriMo. NaNoWriMo, which stands for National Novel Write-In Month, is a reoccurring challenge where you're encouraged to write a 50,000 word manuscript during the month of November. So you only have from November 1st to November 30th to write that story. And I do this every single year, and I'm doing it again this year in 2024. So I had like a 6-hour nap, and I have like my trusty box of Kleenex here, but the Dayquil is starting to wear off, and so I'm kind of suffering a little bit right now because like I need to time it, because the NyQuil you can only take every 6 hours and it's almost bedtime. So I'm just gonna like do 2 hours without it and hope that what I'm writing makes sense. I've done 40, only 40 words, like, but I mean, it's progress, Honestly, I don't know if it even makes sense for me to just do it today or if I should just catch up tomorrow, but like, I always do my best to do NaNoWriMo, and this cold or whatever will not stop me. I did it. I just wrote 1,980 words. So for NaNoWriMo, you only need to write 1,667 words per day to hit the 50,000 kind of like goal. But I wrote a little bit more just because I was writing the prologue, and then I hit the 1667, and then I was like, okay, but I know I have just a little bit more, and then the prologue is done. So I wrote the entire prologue, and so tomorrow I'll be working on chapter 1, which is really exciting. And so I didn't mention this, but basically my NaNoWriMo project is the prequel to my novel that I finished and I'm currently in the process of querying so I can get it published. And so this is the prequel to that book, and it's really exciting to write it, especially because like I love the world that I created and the characters, and being able to focus on these characters and kind of give some of that backstory is really fun. And then learning about like the 1920s, because it's very loosely, the prequel is very loosely based on the 1920s, and then the like book itself is based on the 1940s. So I'm doing a lot of research about that time period as well, like what did people wear, how did they behave, how did they act, but with my own kind of spin to the world. I just find that, at least where I am right now in my writing career, that I like to kind of base it on something that existed, but kind of put my own little magic touch to it, if that makes sense. It is November 2nd, aka the second day of NaNoWriMo, and I have been sleeping all day, blowing my nose, and eating those delicious Breton crackers. But I've not written a single word yet, and I need to write a word, even if I'm sick, because writing never sleeps, you know? So today, I need to get 3,333 as my total word count. So every single day, like I mentioned yesterday, it's 1,667 words per day. And so that's the goal for today. So let's do this. It's now 8:16 and I just hit the word count. I did decide that I wanted to still do the 1667 words, even though I did do a little bit extra yesterday, but it's just nice to get into that habit, because sure, like maybe I'll be ahead by like a little bit one day, but then I'm gonna have to be doing that extra the next day. So yeah, I just ended up doing it, and today was definitely a lot easier than yesterday. I wrote chapter 1 and started chapter 2, so that was really fun. Yesterday I wrote the entire prologue, and I find that's always the hardest part, just getting started and kind of remembering like everything that you want to have in your story. But yeah, so far so good. So we're ending today, day 2, at 3,729 words, which is pretty good. Definitely a lot easier today than yesterday, but it would have been better if I wasn't sick. But you know, I won't be sick probably in a couple days, so that'll be great. It's day 3 of NaNoWriMo, aka November 3rd. I'm still sick, but I'm getting a little bit better. I'm actually able to wear my contact lenses today, which is really nice. So today's word count goal is to hit that 5,000 word mark. So I'm really excited about it, and yeah, so let's do this. It's 12:38 and I just finished writing my words for the day. Today was definitely a lot harder to write. I found myself just like staring at the keyboard. I'm like, what am I going to write? Because like, I know I don't have to write in order, but right now I'm trying to do a little bit in order just to kind of like reestablish myself with my characters, especially because it is a prequel. And so trying to have all that stuff making sense at this point and just, you know, all that. I might skip ahead a couple of chapters if I run into some really hard writer's block, but yeah, I'm still having a good time, which is fun. But yeah, today was definitely a lot harder than yesterday. But we did it, so that's what matters. We did it, we hit our word count. So now we are sitting at 5,585 words, so yes, amazing. I might actually write more later today because I'm just having like a really fun time. But yeah, we did it. Word count for the day achieved. It's day 4 of NaNoWriMo, and I am no longer trapped in my bed. I feel well enough that I can actually sit at my desk, but my voice is all like messed up and I'm still blowing my nose, but that's besides the point because I can actually sit in my working chair now. And so now we are going to be writing. Today we have to hit 6,667 total words. So that's what we're going to be doing. No progress has been made because I work full-time Monday to Friday. So I've just finished work. And so now it's time to write. And there's a huge storm outside and it's giving me such a headache, but we will prevail. An hour and a half later and I have hit my word count. I am now at 7,357 words in total. So I did 1,772 words today, which is above the 1,667 that I need to be doing. But yeah, I was getting into the groove. I find that it's always like this for me, where the first half hour of my writing is so difficult. I was suffering, to be honest. I was suffering. I was like, I don't know if I can get my words done today. And I was like, no, I gotta keep going. And then once I got past that scene that I was struggling with, it was just bam, 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 bam. And I'm like, whoa, I did it. It's dark outside and I am very happy with that. So yeah, had a really good time. It's NaNoWriMo day 5, and today we have to hit 8,333 words. And I'm really excited about it. I feel very pumped. I definitely feel a lot better than I did yesterday. I'm still not back to normal yet, but my brain's actually working again, which is awesome. So I'm really excited. Today, I think what I'm gonna end up writing is just going to be a bit more of character introduction and scene introduction and some subtle world building. And then hopefully within the next few days, we'll get into some of the more kind of exciting stuff. But right now we're just doing a lot of that introduction, but it's still fun. I'm having a good time with it. So let's write. So we hit the word count for the day and we are ending our day off with 9,017 words in total. Tomorrow I'm definitely gonna hit 10,000, which is really exciting. This was the first day in the writing adventure that I did actually skip a part in my story to write a different scene that comes up later, because you don't have to write in order at all. As long as you connect the pieces at the end, like, you're good to go. And that was one of the best pieces of advice I've ever gotten, which was when I've asked authors, like, what kind of advice would you give, like, published authors? And that one just always stuck with me. And it really helps because I was like super stuck. And then I'm like, okay, I'm just gonna skip it and I'm just gonna do the next scene, or it's actually like multiple scenes from that scene. And I was able to do it. And then, yeah, that's where we're at right now. So it was a success. It is day 6 of NaNoWriMo, and today we have to hit 10,000 words. Yesterday we left off at 9,017, so I don't think that it will be too hard, but it's definitely getting to that point where it's like, it's gonna get a little bit harder, and then it's gonna get a little bit easier, and then it's gonna get a little bit harder. And so I have a good feeling about today though. I think that we're gonna have just a really good time. So we are ending off our day with 10,675 words in total. So we hit the 10,000 goal, and I continue, like, because I wrote ahead on like the first day, I think. Every single day I'm always a little bit ahead because I still aim to write the recommended word count per day, not just like the word goal, if that makes sense. And this was so fun because this is the prequel. I was able to really connect certain things from the first book. Didn't really get the same kind of light on them. They were more just kind of like in the background, or kind of like they had a story to them, but they weren't the main part of the story. And so now, because I'm doing the prequel, I can really shine a light on those things and those characters. And I'm just, I love when the pieces come together like that. It is day 7 of NaNoWriMo, and today we have to hit 11,667 words. I had to check that one. I'm a little bit stressed about meeting my word count today because I have prior plans that I have in place. So I'm not going to be at my desk at my usual time. Like, I just finished work now, it's 4 p.m. and I have to go at 4:45. So we're gonna cram. All right, we did it. We hit 12,380 words today, which is in total, and I'm really happy about it. I did manage to at least do a bit of crunch time before I had to leave, and then I got back. It's now 7:10, so I was able to write the rest of the other couple hundred words that I had. But yeah, honestly, that good feeling I had, I'm on a roll today. I feel really good, and it's nice. Like, this is the 7th day. I've already gone through a lot of days within these 7 where it's just like really hard and there's a lot of writer's block and it takes a long time, but today was easy stuff, and I'm so relieved. So thanks so much for watching. If you enjoyed this video, definitely hit the like button, and if you haven't already, definitely hit the subscribe button and turn on the bell notification. That way you get notified anytime a new video comes out, and I will see you in the next video. Bye!